Congratulations to my friend Walter L. Bailey Jr., a lawyer's lawyer. Dean Charles Hamilton Houston said that a lawyer is either a social engineer or a parasite on society. Walter Bailey has always been a lawyer's lawyer and a social engineer. A social engineer is a highly trained, skilled, perceptive, sensitive, and bold lawyer. Walter embodied those qualities from the very beginning. Whether it was during his service as a lawyer representing people throughout the courts of Shelby County, federal and state, whether it was his advocacy before the U.S. Supreme Court in Tennessee versus Garner, his many years of service on the Shelby County Board of Commissioners, or his pivotal role in the removal of certain statutes that were anathema to Shelby County's segregated past. Walter has always shone brightly and has always excelled and demonstrated the finest skills of a lawyer. For Walter, this award is well-deserved. You have committed your life in service to the law, and today the lawyers of Shelby County are proud to honor you as the 2024 Lawyer's Lawyer of the Memphis Bar Association. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Jerry Stokes. I've known Walter Bailey for over 40 years. Early in my career, Walter helped me land a job as an assistant district attorney at a building located at 201 Poplar. Ironically, a building later named in his honor as the Walter Bailey Criminal Justice Complex. I also went in private practice with Walter for almost 20 years, where there I learned how to practice law and practice law the right way because I watched Walter. I watched how he treated his clients and how the clients responded to him. I also watched Walter, how he interacted with lawyers and judges and how they responded to him as well, with respect at all times, even when they disagreed with him. So to the Memphis Bar Association, let me commend you in naming Walter Bailey as your 2024 recipient of the Judge Jerome Turner's Lawyers Award, a very fitting honor for a man who has honored our profession for almost 60 years. So Walter, my mentor, my friend, congratulations.
I can't think of another person for which an award has been more appropriately named, because Walter Bailey is truly a lawyer's lawyer. This is a person that represents the most vulnerable, stands up whenever justice demands it, and comes from a family of activists. And he continues to pour in this community in so many ways. And so, Walter Bailey has been one of my mentors, really coaches for the entirety of my professional career. And I'm not the only person that would say that about Walter Bailey. I think there are scores and scores of lawyers and law students who have been impacted by his work across many, many decades. Walter Bailey almost invented the county commission. And so as the county mayor and really, learning at his knee while I've been mayor for the last 6 years, really been one of the honors of this job. So Walter Bailey, congratulations. You're definitely a lawyer's lawyer, and you deserve all the accolades we can give.
The Judge Jerome Turner Lawyer's Lawyer Award. I'm Judge Gina C. Higgins, and I have had the pleasure of knowing this award recipient since even before I began my journey to practice law. It is my honor to speak to his good works. Now, experience has taught me that awards speak to three characteristics: the grantor organization making the award, the Memphis Bar Association, the person or entity named for the award, Judge Jerome Turner, and the Lawyer's Lawyer Award, and the named award recipient, the Honorable Walter L. Bailey Jr. Now, Judge Turner was known and held in high esteem as a lawyer and as a judge. His reputation for professionalism was iconic. He was deemed to represent what a lawyer's lawyer should be. The Bar Committee's decision to name a person with the stature to fill those shoes to be accepted as the lawyer's lawyer was no small feat, but the Honorable Walter L. Bailey emerged as a person with a track record epitomizing excellence in lawyering. Now, Attorney Bailey's legal skills and acumen created significant change due to his involvement in the fight for civil rights, the desegregation of the Shelby County public school system, the legal defense of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and of course, the historic Supreme Court case of Tennessee versus Garner. There was his time on the county commissioner as the longest serving squire or commissioner on that commission. And he had a successful law practice and still does have. And then he has his personal legacies, 2 sons and a 3rd generation grandson who followed in his footsteps as a lawyer. Aptly described as a gentle giant and deceptively soft-spoken, Squire Bailey, you have earned this well-deserved award because of your body of works and the professional manner in which you represent the professional. Congratulations, lawyer's lawyer.
As this year's recipient of the late Judge Jerome Turner's Lawyer's Lawyer Award, I must admit I am ecstatic. I received such honor from my professional peers with great humility. As an octogenarian, I enjoy the opportunity to share over half a century of legal journey that includes using my legal passion to champion numerous causes, such as being the lead counsel in the Fourth Amendment United States Supreme Court case of Tennessee versus Garner, in which the historic decision limited by the Supreme Court the use of the force, deadly force that is, by law enforcement officers throughout the country. A decision that resulted in law enforcement having reduced killings by 16% nationally. I think that decision is as significant as discovering a virus vaccine. I also had the privilege of representing the late Dr. Martin Luther King in part of my journey, and having served 3 years on the national board of the American Civil Liberties Union. In my journey, I also served as leader of the Shelby County Commission for 44 years. I survived 11 4-year elections. Finally, I want to share my experience that occurred when I thought, obviously, when I think about it more, I must have lost my sanity. I went into a building where 2 tax revenue agents were being held hostage at gunpoint and negotiated their release. It behooves me to share deep credit for support with my wonderful wife, Carolyn Bailey, who has endured me all these years in plain language, put up with me. My 2 sons, both lawyers, Taurus Bailey and Javier Michael Bailey, as well as my grandson, Javier Michael II, who's a public defender. And also my nephew, Justin Bailey, who is lead counsel for the Shelby County School Board. And of course, my late brother, the late Circuit Judge Deami Bailey, who founded the National Civil Rights Museum. Again, with this great honor, I accept this great award with humility. Thank you very much.